It's a Thornycroft Mighty Hunter, so this is probably 1953, 54-ish, I'd guess. That might be one of my favourite things that we've seen here this far. Oh wow. Still got the headlamps in it. It is a Coles Cream. What that is, help me out back home in the comments, please and thank you. Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video, and hello if you are new to this channel. You're going to join me on a massive derelict explore. Feast your eyes through the trees. This is an old military place and it just goes and goes and goes. Don't worry, it's not military active anymore. It is basically a scrapyard or a junkyard, depending on where you are in the world. So we're coming in on this side and it's bit like all the old tractors. Look at some of this stuff, it's unbelievable. Trailers, everything you can think of. That looks like an old Macy Ferguson. Is that an hydraulic something? Names on this sort of things I'm not amazing at. However, check some of this. This is fantastic. Fantastic is my new word when I'm checking these places out. So if I throw it around sometimes, I do apologise, but let's be honest. This is kind of cool. So we're walking over here and you're going to see there's loads of ploughs. I mean, look at the attachments that you've got over here. Unbelievable. And these look very old, the way the wheels are on some of these. I wouldn't even go as far to say that's like turn of the century kind of stuff. Drop it in the comments below, let me know. But look at some of this. And what I'm going to do, boys and girls, might have one or two little pauses like this, just to get some photos, because this place is so big. It's probably not one I'm going to be returning back to, because that's what I like to do with places like this. Normally when they're a smaller site, I'll walk around, film a video for you all back home, and then go around with my camera and get some snaps. But I don't think it's going to be one of those places where I'm going to be able to do that, just because of the size on it. Look at these dozers. Crazy cool, isn't it? I know I always do it, it's my thing. I know it's going to be seized, but I just got to check it. This is very cool. Stuff like this is unbelievable, actually. David Brown. This is very cool. Could you imagine the amount of thousands in scrap just sat here? Black plates on this. Yeah, I gotta take some pictures of this stuff when we're rolling through it. These old tractors, I think you're gonna have Macy Harris, Macy Ferguson, David Brown. A little bit of everything. I know there's cranes, there's excavators. There we go, look, at some point you could have hired this. There's not much left in there. Power Plus. Diesel motor is still in there. Look at all this scrap. So I think some bits are happening here, things are getting cleared maybe. And it is that big of a site. Where do we go first? We got to big up Ian over here, Urbex Lost and Found.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
There's just so much here.
This is just the entry as well. This place is going to go.
I've just zoomed in and showed them on mine.
Just going to go and go. Do you know, there's probably some rare stuff sat here. And it's probably people around the world that got some of this equipment, because I know there's a lot of like tractor enthusiasts in it and dozer enthusiasts that are looking for parts of some of this, and it's literally just sat here. So you've got like a heavy tractor here. I'm relating to some of this stuff simply from being a vintage toy dealer, so I like dinky toys or some of this stuff, so that's why I kind of know what some things are to a point, I guess. Yeah, like I literally sell these in dinky toys, I kid you not. So it is kind of cool to see, if I'm honest. What would you say some of these are? 70s? Oh, we got to get a couple of pictures when we're there too. Caterpillar. Not often do I get speechless because I'm pretty good at just chatting, but I am a little bit with this. I have never seen, oh my god, there's a mighty anter, Thornycroft mighty anter. David's over there feeling a little bit like I am at the minute. Some JCBs. So that is a Thornycroft mighty anter behind you. Military transporter from the 50s.
Rephrase that, what is it?
It's a Thornycroft mighty anter. So this is probably 1953, 54ish, I'd guess. So this would have pulled a big low loader where you would have put stuff on the back of it. But
like
yeah,
tanks and things.
This is 50s British military, this. I love this. I actually, do you know what? That might be my thumbnail. A big diesel motor in there. These would have pulled some weight, you know. That's the first time I've ever seen one of these in person, but I sell them in Dinky Toys. That's why I know what it is.
So old, all this stuff. So much here to see.
This is cool.
I dread to think how many videos this place is going to do me. I'm going to get instead over here.
It's like, look, there's rows and rows of them over here too. And then you can see in the distance, I'm not kidding you when I say this place just goes and goes. There's a U-slid dumper truck over there. I think this might be a little field marshal tractor. Do you know what? We'll come back over some of this stuff for the pictures. Let's keep this video going. That Macy Harris. I think blue is a pretty good giveaway for some of those. They often have like the red wheels on it. But yeah, that, in a weird way, that was an unexpected bucket list moment seeing a Thornycroft. But look at all the front attachments, all the ploughs and stuff.
This is going to cost me some videos.
I'm just going to keep venturing, alright? Actually, I'll get some pictures and then we'll head over there together.
One crane here, old, stuck on its own.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's a nice picture.
Look at some of this stuff. Boys and girls, we're over the main strip and I think this is where it's going to get really exciting. This is mind-blowing, some of the stuff this year. That looks like an old Weather Hill kind of crane from memory, but I love that the boom is out on it. That's a photo right there, isn't it? Sorry to have you paused on a few bits here, but I got to get pictures when I'm here. Look at the stuff that we've got here. It's like, can you imagine how much time has gone into buying some of this stuff? Hunting it down, searching for it. And like, I'm half tempted to either walk down the one side and back down the other side, or literally just cross over between things I find interesting, which is hard because it's all interesting. It goes off down there, so you've got to get a little case bulldozer there. I'm loving this little train. This little train, this little tractor. Got all the caterpillars, and it is kind of organised to a point as well with makes and stuff. But I kid you not, when we're doing this at the minute, it's about -2, so if I'm a bit sniffy, I apologise, but it is currently freezing where we are. So remember what I said about the blue with the orange wheels? To me, that's a Macy. 1960s, I want to say, early 60s. Track marshals. This is a big cat right here. You got an Avelin Barford roller over here that we've 100% got to check out next to the International. So International would be American kind of equipment, I would believe. Look at this as well. You got like the road grader here as well, like the Avelin Barford. Yeah, we had to stop and take a couple of pictures of that. But this too, This would be late 1950s. I'm not sure if this place is in the process of being cleared out, because there's quite a lot of you know, scrap containers around the place. This is one of my favourite explorers in a long time. I'm not just saying that. Look at the crane here as well. Looks like a little dock crane. It might have been, yeah, that's 1950s as it can, isn't it? I honestly, I know I keep saying it, but I see all this stuff in vintage toys. Like, this is a matchbox to Wear the Hill. This is a French dinky, you know what I mean? And I'm here seeing the real thing, and it is honestly blowing my mind. Yeah, look at this too, wow. You know what I mean? Like, this looks a little bit newer to the rest of the stuff this year, doesn't it? Almost like this is out next, we're stripping parts from this. Because that's a bit of money, that is. That looks pretty newish to a point. Actually, it's all smashed up in the windows and stuff. This looks military. How cool. Alice Chambers. Yeah, this is all 1950s. Something about this track marshal as well. I think that's got such a nice little look about it. This looks like a useless dumper truck. I'm gonna go check this out. Oh, that's incredible. What a pretty looking truck. I love that. Not even just saying it, that might be one of my favourite things that we've seen here this far. Single cab like that too. I know we're open to the elements, but always try and protect these, close the doors on stuff. This is a Ford. Got some tracks here off something. I actually came to visit this place a couple of months ago. It was going a bit dark and there was a security van, so I left it. But today, exploring luck seems to be on our side. Got a field marshal there too. Caterpillars. I honestly don't even know where to look first. You see what I mean? It looks like some bits have been cleared here. I think they're literally just scrapping and junking all of these. And for me, exploring these things is just documenting them at this moment in time before they're lost forever. And as corny as this sounds, that's exactly what we're doing. That looks like a Wear the Hill. You've got a Macy Ferguson 3165 there. What's that? Kontatsu? Never heard of that. This looks military to a point, right? This almost looks like the thing that'd be pulled behind that mighty Anta truck cab that we saw earlier on. The low boy like that. And I know, right, they have a feature on the back where they can unclip these wheels to put the bed flat to the floor. This is a mighty Anta trailer. This is it. This is what have been connected to that truck. These wheels, see, can come off with the ramps then, and you can drive stuff straight onto it very easily. Another mighty Anta trailer. Yeah, there's hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of scrap metal here. I think scrap is at its highest at the moment. Yeah, the cab come off these. This is another thing that I sell in the dinky models. And my apologies for like repeating that a few times, but I am honestly really excited and hyped about that. Another cab there. Size on some of this stuff. It is mind-blowing. Let's walk up this one side and then we'll come back down this other side. Big Caterpillar there. This is military. farm equipment here. If I showed you all back home the colour of my hands, I can't feel them. And you know what? It doesn't matter. Another big trailer here. This site is huge. Oh, sorry, I just spotted a big Bedford. We are 100% going to check that out. 1950s again. Oh, wow. I've only ever seen another one of these at another military graveyard many years ago. Oh, we've got the guards on it still too. Oh, she's a wreck. That's a tow truck. Oh, let's not mess about the doors. That's coming off. Look where someone's engraved their name into it. Look how small that truck cab is as well compared to what we have today. So that's beautiful. Look at all the trailers and all the scoops, the graders. There's everything. Sorry, I had to just make a beeline for that. I couldn't help it. I think we've got what remains of another one here too. There's some very rare stuff here. Look at that. Yeah. What would this be, like a little 6-cylinder diesel? Yeah. I'm not even sure if that is a big Bedford. That might look a bit Austinish, I don't know. But yeah, look at all the graders and the ploughs and everything. Is that a Coles cream? Kind of looks like one. Oh, do you know, coming in here I thought to myself, if I get a quarter of this done, I'd be happy, but looks like we're going for gold, boys and girls. We're walking it all. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. That really is beautiful. Oh, I'll get some pictures of it. Oh, wow. Still got the headlamps in it. It is a Coles cream. I won't say how I know it, but I sell these in Dinky Toys too. Do you know what? Being a vintage toy dealer helps massively when it comes to checking out these places. Yeah, and they are normally yellow and orange normally. I know, I don't even think it'll stay closed, but there we are. Pick it up on the rust, she'll stay closed. I'm going to go as far as say this is one of the best vehicle graveyards I've hit in a long time. Ian, what are you saying about this, bud?
Yeah, it's bloody good.
This is up there for me. Just look at the size of the front plough on that dozer. Can you imagine the unit that used to push it? Louse demolition. Yeah, rear wheel steering. Some of this stuff is unreal. Oh, we've got another truck over here. That looks like a rust and virus crane there. What's this truck over here? Oh no, this is an interesting looking thing. You can see where the pickup truck would be, look. And all that added extra on there. That's a crazy looking thing. Sorry, we gotta get a photo of me here. Idea what that is, help me out back home in the comments, please and thank you. I kid you not, I like you back home when you get in touch and you're like, yo Jode, yo boss, it's this, it's that, and it helps me because I've got a general interest in what we're doing here and I love to know about all this stuff. Look at the hay bales as well. I think the farmers are just using this for that. I think this is the top of it. But boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning into this video. What I'm going to do is get my camera out, walk through this and get some pictures. And I tell you what, I'm just as excited to do that as well. Thank you for tuning into this video. I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but what a location. Genuinely pinch myself when it comes to this one. But boys and girls, until next time, I shall see you all in a video doing more of this sort of stuff. Happy exploring.